Do you get what market economies of scale is here? Because you produce one product, it's going to be aired for the same amount, like a business that produces different kind of products. So there's marketing economies of scale for a firm that is large because it can produce, it can advertise different kind of products at the same time. Unlike a small firm that only has one product to advertise. Is it clear?
Yes.
Do we get it or not?
Yes.
Then the next one, purchasing economies of scale. Large firms, because they operate on a large scale, they could easily buy raw materials in bulk. And when they buy raw materials in bulk, they will be able to enjoy discounts, which reduces the cost they pay. Do you understand what purchasing economies of scale? For purchasing economies of scale, it simply means you are able to get discounts because you buy in large quantities. Unlike small firms, small businesses, they don't have to buy large quantities because they don't even operate on a larger scale. So it's only when you operate on a larger scale, because you are big, that you can exploit economies of scale. Is it clear?
Yes.
The next one, risk-bearing economies. Because you are a large business, you can diversify. You can spread your risk across products, across markets. That means you can produce different type of products to sell to different kind of markets. But a small business will be restricted to specific area. Do you get the point here?
Yeah.
So if because I produce only this marker, that's because I'm small, I produce only this marker. If this marker is not selling, I'm not making any revenue. But a large business will have this blue marker, black marker, blue, red, green, and the rest. So if black is not selling, blue would sell. If blue is not selling, green would sell.
Boston matrix.
Boston matrix. They're talking about different that's product portfolio. You don't use Boston matrix for economies of scale, please. But there's Boston matrix because we're talking about understanding how our products are in the market due to our product portfolio. So yes, a big business will have different product portfolio, and that means diversification anyway. But Boston matrix is different from economies of scale. I think the point is clear. So as a large business, because you are able to produce different kind of products, you are able to spread your risk. So if product A is not selling, product B will sell. If product B is not selling, product C will sell. Unlike if you have just product A to sell. So if product A is not selling, you are not selling anything. That is risk-bearing economies. Do we understand?
Yes.
Any question about that?
No.
Then we go to internal economies of scale. As soon as you expand, you must not exceed the optimum level. So when you exceed the optimum level, the business will start witnessing what we call diseconomies of scale. So we call it internal diseconomies of scale. So I wrote, diseconomies of scale arise as a result of poor management. This means the firm witnesses increasing costs due to expansion. Please put your head up.
I'm listening.
No, put your head up. That's how I understand that you understand too, or you're listening. So for internal economies of scale, this happens within the business, and most of the time it's about managerial decisions. Managers are the ones that make decisions about the business. Yes or no?
Yes.
So decisions they might make or mar the company or the organization. So when they make decisions, sometimes they make poor decisions. Poor decisions regarding communication. So when the business becomes too large, that information does not get to the right person at the right time, that means I won't be able to carry out the instruction correctly. So look at what I wrote about communication. Communication problem. This occurs when large businesses are able to maintain, unable, please. This occurs when large businesses are unable to maintain effective communication. Information is key to operational efficiency. Therefore, if information is not received accurately, then instructions won't be carried out correctly. The point I'm making, sit down properly, please. Sit down properly. The point I'm making about poor communication is this. Communication is the encoding and decoding of information. So if the business becomes too big, stop that already. If the business becomes too big that information does not get to where it's supposed to get to accurately, it means those that get the information will not be able to carry out the instruction correctly. Get the point here. There's communication. There should be effective communication. So when I'm encoding, you are supposed to decode. So it is effective when you tell me to do something and I'm able to get it done, and I give you a feedback. That is what effective communication is. So because the company becomes so large that information gets to people at the wrong time, based on the fact that it's so big, then people will be doing the right thing at the wrong time or the wrong thing at the right time. So doing the wrong thing at the right time or doing the wrong thing at the right time or the right thing at the wrong time is inefficiency.
You said the frog.
Yeah, I said this correctly now. It's inefficiency. Do you get the point I'm making?
Yes.
When you do the wrong thing at the right time, or you do the right thing at the wrong time, it is inefficiency. Do we understand?
Yes.
That could happen because of communication problem. And the second one, coordination. Because the company becomes too big, that each department cannot effectively work to carry out the objective of the business. That's coordination. So department A, finance department must be able to work with logistics department must be able to work with sales department or marketing department. But because they are too big to work together, then it brings about lack of coordination. And when there's lack of coordination, it increases the cost of production for firms. That is diseconomies of scale. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And the last one is X inefficiency. For X inefficiency, it means a firm is unable to minimize its cost in the course of production. In as much as you are unable to minimize your cost, when others are minimizing, stop that already and sit. In as much as you are unable to minimize your cost, when others are minimizing the cost in the market, it is considered to be what? X inefficiency. Do you understand X inefficiency?
Yes.
So the causes of diseconomies of scale are poor communication, lack of coordination, and X inefficiency. Any question about it?
Yes.
I want to talk about question.
No.
I want to talk about internal economies of scale. We have financial economies of scale, which allows businesses to have different sources or access to finance. You have technical economies of scale, which allows businesses to have, because they have financial capability, they can invest in latest technology that increases their productive efficiency. We have marketing economies, which allows businesses to spread their cost of advertising onto different products. We have purchase economies of scale, which allows firms to buy in bulk and they are given discounts on what they purchase. Risk bearing, it means businesses are able to spread their risk due to the fact that they are big and they are expanding. For the economies of scale, I think I explained them. Do you have any question now?
No.
Stop. Thank you.
You're missing.
Goodbye, YouTube.